Previously on Alan Wake.
Oh, thank you for the reminder.
I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice?
Also, the island's missing.
Alice?
It's crazy.
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week.
I woke up
was
behind the
attacked
wheel
by
of a
shadowy
large
men
automobile.
Straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
The Taken, that's the name of the ghouls. A few years ago. Looks weird without a beard. I don't like his face without the beard. Honestly, kind of upsetting.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
She has a thermostat.
Hey,
As
handsome.
I went... Oh.
This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Oh, she like does his... Is that him? Doesn't have the goatee. It might be someone else. He like looks... Oh, God. His face frightens me. You need the facial hair, dude. Anyways, I was gonna say, as I went to pick up the thermos, I thought to myself, did I really collect this? It was my wife's. She found it. I'm gonna still catch it, though. I'm catching the thermos. The wacky tissue brand. Oh, winter. We bought a new TV? CC. A weird box for a TV. Did they used to put them in thick boxes like that back in the day? In the year of our Lord 2007? I don't know when this came out. 2000 something. Can I dodge roll? I want to do sick dodges. I mean... Can I read the note? It looks like I would be able to. Like, building maintenance will need access to your... blah blah. It's nothing important, but... I don't think I can zoom right now. I thought he had, like, earbuds in his ears. Where earbuds go. He can't hear you. He's wearing his AirPods. Remember old memes? QR codes! I still... Yep, that's Alan Wake. Return the sender. Dude, he got guns? Like, well, I'm assuming they're, like, from his book or something? Interesting. Do we pick up both of these?
Say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me. This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Boring book. Don't like it. Why don't I read more of it? It's, you know, let me read more of it. I downloaded a QR. Okay. Did it work? Oh, jeez. It's like unlisted videos on YouTube. Okay, well, I'm sure if you Google Alan Wake QR codes, you can find these unlisted videos. I will watch it. I'm sure, I mean, it's unlisted, so you could just get the link, so. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'm gonna turn on the coffee maker.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
It's a weird looking coffee maker. Go to her. Go to your wife. She needs you. Now more than ever. Well, I mean, she needed to do a lot more at the point where she's at the bottom of the lake, but right now she needs you. What's in the bag? Trash? Garbage? Your wife needs you.
Oh, hey,
Go to her.
I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Aw, snap. She was doing magic tricks last night. It was very impressive. Alan couldn't figure out how she was doing it. Pick my favorite.
These look really good.
These look very good.
Sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
I'm here for you.
Alan? Alan,
Right here.
please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please
here for you.
hurry.
I'm right here.
Focus.
I'm fine, I'm fine. Just get the lights back on. Now, please.
Focus.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Hi. Okay.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay.
That's all I ever do is
I
tell
used to have these
stories.
nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Present day. Present time.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well.
Do you have a fish?
I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Oh, I guess he was just fishing.
Thanks.
Right. Small town. Called a doctor on his fishing trip.
Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
I'm trying to escape through the window, if you couldn't tell. I can't jump.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. but it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Okay, so yeah, over here we have Cauldron Lake,
I believe
but
you'll find the sheriff in her office. Just go down the corridor.
I'm looking at a map. Give me a moment. Rude. So yeah, like on the other map, before the like bulldozer bulldozed the small building, I noticed that Cauldron Lake didn't have the island.
Mr. Wake. Sarah's
Shut
waiting for a chance to
up!
talk to you.
And I would assume like on a map like this you would see it, especially if it was like a land mass and like it was named and everything. I don't really know how much is...
The sheriff wanted to see you in her office.
Ah! I'm going! I just like looking at maps, okay? Why you gotta be like this? Exploring. There might be cool things. There weren't, but there might have been. Oh.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
The way she strokes that lamp.
Mr.
Let me
Wake,
come with you?
the sheriff
Alice was
waiting for you
missing.
in her office
I
down the
needed help to
corridor.
find her. I wasn't ready to leave.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper.
Oh, a writer
but
like
she's
me.
focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
I'm in here now. You're just allowing me to do this? Is this fine? This is legal?
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
You're not worried about me being in here? What's like the sound of you like dialing something? Oh, sheriff's office. Not going that way. I'm going in this room. What is... I don't know police things, but it was worth it. Is this just like a normal office? Is that like the radio? Alice sees a
Alice
shadow.
looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
I really should just press the button. Yeah, let's play with it.
It's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Okay. Can play with the chalkboard a little bit. I wanted to see if there was anything on the other side, but it's fine. Wait a minute! I have the same coffee maker at home. Crazy.
Sheriff Breaker is waiting for you down
I'm
the
playing
corridor
with
in her office.
the radio. Let me have fun in the police station. Let me just go places I'm not belonged. I don't belong. That's me. Have you seen this man? Well, this takes place in 2007. Knack for winning contests. Great feature. I mean, I guess this maybe doesn't take place in 2007, but around that time. Depends on how long he was missing. But I'm more interested in this cat. Missing Richard Bow, Bruce Dansky, Jacob Miller on a camping trip overdue. Haven't been in contact. If you have seen them or know their whereabouts, please call 555-9932. once again, it's 555-9932. Thank you. Look at all these developers, probably. Well, that's definitely a developer's cat. Unless... Well, I feel like it's important to know that this is here. Maybe not right now, because it's the middle of the day, but...
Come in, Mr. Wake.
Yeah,
Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
I was already in. I barged in immediately.
Your phone, Mr. Wake?
I want to steal things from you. Let me rummage. Is that okay? Is that allowed? Can I rummage in peace?
Make sure you don't forget your phone.
Alright, there wasn't anything in here anyways.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need some fresh air. Can I go out? In the back, maybe?
Of course, Mr. Wake. I understand. You can get there through the cells. Deputy Grant can show you the way.
I'm sorry. All of this, it's just a lot to take in.
Take your time, Mr. Wake. I understand. Can I ask you what the call was about, Mr. Wake?
It's personal.
Well, we are looking for your wife, and I'm going to need your cooperation if I'm going to help you.
I need a moment, after I get some fresh air.
Okay. You can find me here. We'll talk when you feel up to it.
Yeah, I don't seem suspicious at all. Just say it was your publisher or some bullshit. I don't know. They don't know you have writer's block. Where's the fish? I'm having too much fun exploring. Not like there's not really.
Can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
Where's the fish, though?
You can get to the back lot through that door and down the corridor, Mr. Wake.
This door?
Thanks.
Which corridor? That door?
Hey! 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 Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the lights on? The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
You know, maybe I should go in jail.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Okay. Lady in black, dark presence, chilling in the hallway, drunk guy in the cell.
Hey, you! Can you help me? Can you turn the lights on? Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See? Sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen. You gotta listen carefully now. here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
You have a massive forehead. I like the last bit of stumbling there to really like end things. Can I turn the light back off? He doesn't seem to care anymore. Yeah, I'll run the electricity bill up.
Oh, why'd you do that for? You're with them, aren't you? You're those space aliens. You think you got me right where you
A little late on that one,
Will
buddy.
You just wait. You just wait.
Okay. Let's get out of here.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
I'm allowed to jump now. Not allowed to dodge roll, though. Focus! There's a manuscript over there. I like focusing. It makes me feel strong.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deerfest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Okay. But is the gunplay just people having fun? Or is it because they're fighting the ghouls in the dark?
In an abandoned car.
Probably both. Ah. Like, alright, that's the that guy's right there. He's watching me jump around in the back. I was wondering if like the sheriff's window would have been somewhere that we would have been very visible, because I think it would have been funny if she's just like watching me jump around, jumping over fences. She's like, huh, he really did suffer big brain damage, didn't he? Kick. Ah! Damn, that was a strong kick. Also not very subtle, Alan.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I'd imagine whoever this is does not actually have his wife.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry? Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
I really thought I would go this way, but this is probably a later thing. Like, based on what I saw in the sheriff's station, I feel like we're probably gonna like end up there at night. Gotta turn a generator on, gotta go up the ladder. He's dead.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Yo, did you see that, man? Crazy stuff. Oh, the TV actually exploded. Neat.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my.
A little extreme there, buddy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler.
It's like his jacket.
Agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I love the Hawaiian shirt with the huge puffy jacket. It's a great combo.
Everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
I'm
I
leaving.
come here to rent a cabin where I could wait till midnight.
I want to leave. Get me out of here. Bucktooth Charlie, huh? You know, I think they mentioned this in the Deerfest poster, but I assumed it was like a beaver. The skeleton of a Columbian mammoth, Mammothus columbi, the specimen estimated to be 14,000 years old, was recovered from the La Brea tar pit in 1981. It was donated to the Elderwood National Park in 1998 when the Columbian mammoth became Washington's state fossil. Named Bucktooth Charlie, it has since become the park's official mascot. I don't know if the tar pits are here or... I was holding the circle button that whole time. I did not need to. Look at that Buddha bear. Look at that cute mammoth doll. I would love that. It's so cute and looks kind of like it would be like made out of like a very hard stuffing. Not something you could just like lay with in bed. Watch out, there's a cougar!
What you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high?
High on life. I'm wondering if I keep any of the items that I had once we get into like real combat again.
Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's
understand
just
what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Not the funny farm. Wait, I have that exact coffee maker. I knew as soon as I saw a kitchen that there would be a thermos right there. Oh, is Max a dog? Oh, I don't want to see like things happening with a dog. Maybe he's just being silly. It's a silly dog.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, he's just got an
Wake,
injured leg.
I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
That poor baby. Oh, it was a bear trap.
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Oh, little tail wag. Poor baby.
Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
I'm invested in knowing if the dog is okay. Thought I saw something weird, but it was
Okay,
just a
boy. We're almost done here.
log fence.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
Oh,
No,
there it is.
This whole thing, listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
You're beautiful, Barry. I want you to know that. Give the dog the form.
The form you wanted?
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Which one's the Lover's
If
Peak?
you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Okay.
Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right, thanks.
Wonder how much we have to actually worry about bear traps.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him.
I actually shot multiple
You hear
people.
that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come.
Do I have
here,
a gun?
Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
I was afraid that opening a door would do this, so I'm glad I didn't open the door.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. But you're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
He's dying.
Be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Nah, I did not realize that was lights on, but I guess it's that light. Just leaves a full pack of batteries right there. I only have 9. I can't D-pad anything. Pretty sure I had 10 batteries before, so it might not be worth it to save items. Like another door. Can I go out that way? Probably like a balcony, right? No. It's just the other direction. Alright, onwards! I'm gonna fight some shadow people. You would think, I don't think there was like that much time before like nightfall, but you would think we would have like maybe walked the path just so we knew which way we had to go. Oh, I do have gun.
I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al.
Yeah, okay, only 12 bullets, so... I mean, depending on the situation, I don't know when it'll reset. We might keep our inventory. Manuscript. But obviously, after going to the cops...
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Barry's a liability. Can't trust him now.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
Thought I was going to be able to drive there for a minute.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
I mean, like... It's a small town, like, police force. It's not like they would be able to trace the call.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Oh,
We're having a good laugh.
No plan, really. Just
I have that
taking the
coffee
items
maker.
over. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
What a great radio show. Everything's so riveting. Ah! I've been bamboozled. Tire swing. The cute little thing. Can I play on the tire swing? Oh! The tire swing damaged me. I think that was like everything else going nuts, and I'm just here having fun with the tire swing. Slip through the back so the ghouls don't know I'm here. They'll never catch me. I'm too sneaky. Yeah, it's just dust. Ah! A little extreme, Alan.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh?
It really doesn't.
Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
I think Quantum Suicide was better. I don't understand any of this. Yeah, Quantum Suicide was better. Night Springs really fell off after the first episode.